Hello friends, my name is Saturn, mostly known as Saturn Dev. I am the developer of Kinetiks, which has been my devlog videos for the past two videos on this channel, where I showcase my Kinetiks game, which is a FPS game on Roblox. It started as an inspiration of Core Fidelis from the developers of Phantom Forces, but I have later stopped working on this project. I think the last update was 4 months ago. And that is because I have moved on to other projects that are better. The idea for this game was to start dipping my toes in the water of very advanced ways of coding things. This is where I started heavily using object-oriented programming, if you know what that is, which was a huge benefit. If you code, you know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, I just sound stupid. But it gave me a huge idea of coding and how I can use it in the future for projects on Roblox. Unfortunately, now that Roblox has its age ID crap going on, I don't really know I can stay on this platform, which sucks because I am now really deeply rooted in the knowledge of how this engine works, and I'm stuck with it. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to switch to Unity, but if you guys have better suggestions, hit me in the comments. And I realize my encoder settings are wrong. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, I don't know if that'll make any of a difference, but it does to me. So, I'm going to explain quickly everything from the two videos and probably anything else I missed because this is going to be a quick little voiceover. So, you had this loadout screen. Again, this is all inspired by Core Fidelis, by the developers of Phantom Forces, if you know that. The idea is you would make a loadout here. You can name it. It'd be a drop down. You can choose your loadout. This would be your primary, secondary, melee, or something. And this would be like a whole grid you could have zoomed out and dragged around and see all these weapons. You can click on it, and this is the SCAR H. Usually it would let you pick between the SCAR L, SSR, whatever. I haven't gotten around to doing that, so we just have the SCAR H here. You can toggle the nodes and just have it be rotation only. And reset the camera to be centered, all that. You can also zoom in on specific parts of the gun, so it'll zoom in wherever the mouse is facing, which I am pretty happy about. Reset the camera and re-show the nodes. And the nodes is where you can place attachments, such as a grip. So anything that is red is required. Anything that's green is optional. You can change these colors in settings along with any other color in the UI, the blue, the salmon pink, whatever. It can all be changed. I will show that later if I remember. So I'm going to put a grip on here, either one of these three guns. I can put a magazine on here. These can differentiate in mag size. The SCAR H is slightly less, but everything else looks the same. So the upper receiver makes a key difference. It depends on what gun you use. So the SCAR SSR is used mainly for shooting long range, like a DMR or a sniper, and it will behave as such. So it will have a slower fire rate, but it can shoot bullets further with higher velocities and can even do more damage because of that. But the PDW is a higher fire rate gun compared to the H, SSR, and the L, SCAR L. It is also lighter because it's smaller. So that would be a good PDW. But the L and the L shoots the same fire rate as the H, but this is more of an assault rifle. This is a battle rifle, so this has a little bit more damage, but it's also a little bit heavier. So these are all dynamic stats that would change between each gun. For the video, I will pick the PDW. And now you can see some green stuff has unlocked. First, I will pick the ammo, because the ammo is also important. There are two types for the SCARs, which is 5.56 or 7.62. 5.56 is a little bit smaller. It does less damage, but it also causes less recoil. This 7.62 does more damage, but it has more recoil. So sniper, well, you would use this. If you paired 7.62 with a sniper rifle like the SSR, it could one shot to the head. But if you did 5.56, it wouldn't. So I try to get the recoil somewhere, but I can't because I am still missing a bolt. Press Q to close that. And either bolt does do anything right now. I was trying to figure out what I can make the bolt do. for stats. But if you notice, the barrel is optional. So I don't have a barrel on right now. So the gun's incredibly light. It moves incredibly quick. But because of that, when I shoot, the recoil's all over the place. Super shaky and all that. But if I do put a barrel on it, it's a lot more vertical focused, and you can skip back in the video to check that again. But it's not going to go as crazy. So that's why you want a barrel. Also, if you do not have a barrel, the spread of the bullets will be insane. So I'll leave that off when I do deploy and show you. There's also scopes and different sights. I will deploy with the VCOG, which I will go deploy now and show you what that looks like. So you can see I have dynamic scopes, and it moves around depending with my local motion and all that. And let me shoot and show you the spread of the bullets. Because I don't have a barrel, combined with the recoil, see, it's pretty traumatic. The reload animation, as you can see, is pretty advanced. I used the graph editor built into the Roblox animator, so this isn't Blender or Moon animator or anything fancy. This is just a Roblox one. I also am able to animate the camera, which also really adds to the effect. You can also see added aim reloading. This is a different animation that is played separately and is at the same time as the reload animation. And whenever you aim or unaim, it just LARPs between the two. It interpolates between them smoothly to provide a seamless experience. If you are making aim reloads for your game, you might want to consider making sure the events per animation happen at the same time, like inserting the mag, taking out the mag, any shakes or major, movements happen at the same time, because if you are switching between the two, it will be noticeable if the discrepancies between the events are very high. So I'm going to go back to the menu and put a barrel on this lovely gun. And as you can see, it's so much more manageable. The recoil is still rather high because I am shooting 5.56 with a full auto gun. I also have 1 minute left in this match. And yes, that was the 1 minute remaining from Rocket League. So, I think that's it for the most part. There's also a pistol. I was also testing with fingers. I don't think I'll be going forward with that. That animation is also pretty funky. I don't think I'll be moving forward with hand animations, because those are a pain. You can also see the crosshair moves around with the gun. And it is not tracked, it is just doing math to guess the position, and it is pretty dang accurate. The match is about to end, so I'm going to wait. But in the top left, you can also see a timescale number. And I would be able to affect the timescale of everything on my client. So the match just ended there. It's going to unload the map and just reload the same map. So the timescale will affect animations, movements, anything like that. So if I decrease it here to 0.3 and I move it, you can see the weapon sways insanely slower. Aiming is also a lot slower, as well as my walk speed. So I can also start sprinting. You see, just pretty much everything is slower. This is done in real time, because Roblox does not have a feature like this built in. This is all just done by me in-house. The bullets move slower. Recoil should be going slower, but I honestly don't think it is. You can see the bolt moves back slower. Animations are slower, the whole fuzz. See what this animation looks like. This is my pride possession, this animation. I'm really proud of it. So let's get the time back up. You can also make it super fast. It goes all the way up to like 10 times or whatever. And this is in real time, so other players would see you zipping and zooming around the map. Oh, yeah, and the fire rate's affected, as it should be. And the animations. The mouse stuff. Yeah, that'd be real funny. Yeah. So let me spam my key that would decrease that. Trying to think of anything else I can add onto this. I don't know. It is working multiplayer. You can shoot your friends. I'm gonna go poke around in the editor and see if there's anything I missed. Okay, welcome back. I have once now loaded up a multiplayer session. I am right now controlling this client, and hopefully OBS is recording the other one. It looks like it is. So I'm currently moving around you and looking at you. You can see the leg planting movement is kind of funny. I'm just guessing. I can't really see what you're seeing right now. I should probably fix that, but I'm too lazy. So I can currently aim down. I can shoot at you. Your screen's probably shaking a little. I hit you on accident there. Lots of sparks and stuff from me shooting the ground. Let me switch over. So now I'm controlling this. There is a lot of blood. But the crosshair is pretty cool. You can see it shakes a little. That's concerning. It just errored when I did that. That's what a script error looks like in real time. It's a lot of errors. Okay, we're going to do those again. So you can see it has a little fun blood effect. Shaky crosshair, you can see all the sparks. I don't know if you saw anything. There's lots of sparks. I love feedback when you shoot stuff in-game. It's a pretty dynamic character. When I shoot near them, they kind of flinch. That is still a thing, but I don't know if it's really happening here. So if I were to kill them, they have real-time ragdolls, and the second I look away, they despawn. You can see there are some bonuses there. There are a lot of types of bonuses that can happen. Let me quickly pull up the script and read off a lot of them. Wallbang headshot, there are neck shots because there is a neck joint. Long distance, point blank, quick scope, no scope, spray and pray, which is up close. Sliding kill, so while you're sliding, there's a mouse flick, so you can flick your mouse like while flick your mouse and then shoot. It's easier with a sniper. Avenged a teammate, saved your teammate from death. Revenge. Airborne, which is if you are airborne when you kill someone, so you're like jump. I can't jump right now, but jump, shoot, jump, shoot. And then there's also anti-air for the opposite when they're airborne. There is also flying ace, where if you're both airborne, so there's lots of different situational checking. There's close call if you're low on health. One shot, one kill. Instant kill, which is if their health goes from 100 to 0. A bullet ricochet, and you heard that right. I am controlling the right one, right? Okay. The bullet can bounce off the floor. You can see it happening there. You also see there's vaulting, where you can see the bullet kind of bounces off here and is going into the water. So that's a real thing you can do. And that's another cool type of scope. You can see the real-time scope follows the in-game scope. It's kind of hard to explain, but you can see the little circle on the real model follows the UI. Those are most of the bonuses. I don't think I am missing any else. Oh, I guess double kill, triple kill, all that. Collaterals, and there's a streak breaker bonus if you break someone's streak more than 5 kills, I think. The ricochet does vary on what material shooting, so it will ricochet more often on stone rather than wood. It'd be funny if it ricochets on the water. Makes sense. It can also ricochet off the trees, I think. Oh, good, I fixed that. Okay, it goes through now. You can shoot through trees as you shoot in real life. You can see the real-time tracking of the scope here. Makes it pretty realistic, and I really like that. I don't know why the outline. You can see there's an outline around your gun and the hands, which is a cool detail I really like. I was also going to show you the UI coloring. So you can change the coloring about almost anything. So here's the main theme. The options themselves don't change, but everything else does. So I'm going to change this to like just straight up red. Accept it. And all the buttons you see change to red. And there's different types of options. Optional weapon attachments and required. So that was this stuff earlier. These are the default colors, orange and purple, like Core Fidelis. But you could change that in the game options. I'm going to change this so I'm not getting color blinded. We like dark red. There's also a click version because when you hover over it, it also changes color. So you can make this like a really bright color, or a just like pitch black. Yeah, it's up to you. So I'm gonna make the required ones like, you know, nice red. Optional ones could be the green like I had before. Oh, blue fits. Sure, yeah, blue. Bright blue. It's gonna be hard to read, but you can see it works. And if I add something there, it'll fill it in. So that's just an example. You could change this orange stuff for the rank. Maybe. Yeah, credits next XP. Make that like a nice green. See? There's menu scalars. I usually keep that at 1 because you can make that go south real fast. There's a menu background so you can have the color behind it. Obsession with red. Vomit green. These are experimental stuff. Lighting shadows, which sums itself up. Bullet tracers, so I probably would have said that, but you know, when you shoot, you can see a visualization on the bullet. Okay, the hover speed, which is like when you hover over a button, how fast does it change the color? So if I were to set that to really slow, you can see it takes a while for the color to fade, but if I set it to instant, it just instantly snaps that color. So that's a fun. So I think that's most of the game. I got a lot done with this project, and I have since moved on to other projects. Right after recording this, I'm probably going to move on to make a video about my horror game. If you have any questions about how I program this or projects in the future, please reach out or leave a comment. I'd love to talk about it. But other than that, I think that's it. So, bye.